Hello, guys. For the past few years, the battle for your digital brain has had one undisputed champion: Notion. It's the all in one workspace, the digital Lego set where you can build anything. But a new type of thinking tool has emerged, one that isn't about building, but about connecting. And leading that charge is Capacities. So in 2025, which one is better? Is Notion's reign coming to an end? Or is Capacities just a niche player? In this video, we're going to do a deep dive into the core philosophies, features, and ideal use cases for both of these incredible apps. This isn't just about features, it's about finding the tool that best fits the way you think. Let's get started. First, let's meet the contenders and understand their fundamental philosophies, because this is the most important difference between them. Notion is the ultimate blank canvas. It gives you pages, and it gives you powerful databases. That's it. From those two building blocks, you are expected to build your own system from the ground up. You can create a habit tracker, a project manager, a company wiki, or a personal journal. The power is in its infinite flexibility. Think of it as a workshop full of high-quality tools and raw materials. You can build a chair, a table, or a spaceship, but you have to be the architect and the engineer. Capacities, on the other hand, is what we call an object-oriented or networked note-taking app. It doesn't start with a blank page. It starts with the idea that your knowledge is made of different types of things. A person is not the same as a book. A book is not the same as a meeting. Capacities gives you these distinct object types from the start. Your job isn't to build the system. Your job is to fill it with your knowledge and connect the dots. Think of it as a library with predefined sections for books, biographies, and research papers. Your job is to fill the shelves and create the card catalog that links them all together. This philosophical difference dictates everything else, so let's use it to compare them across a few key areas. First up, core structure and organization. In Notion, your primary unit is the page. You can nest pages inside pages infinitely. To add structure, you create a database. You can have a database of projects, a database of books, a database of contacts. You then use properties like tags and dates to organize them. It's incredibly powerful, but it requires a lot of setup. You have to design your book database, your author database, and then manually create relations to link them. In Capacities, this work is already done for you. When you want to add a book, you create a book object. It already has properties like author, status, and cover image. When you create a person object for the author, Capacities understands the relationship. You don't build the structure, you inhabit it. This is less flexible than Notion, but it is infinitely faster to get started and maintain. For organization, Notion gives you power through manual setup. Capacities gives you speed through smart, pre-built structure. This leads us directly to our second point, linking and the knowledge graph. This is where Capacities truly shines and where its core philosophy pays off. In Notion, you can link pages using the @mention. It's useful, but it's a one-way street. If you mention page A inside page B, page A has no idea it was mentioned. In Capacities, linking is a superpower. When you mention your Atomic Habits book note inside your productivity note, Capacities creates a live link. But crucially, it also creates an automatic backlink. If you go to the Atomic Habits note, there is a dedicated section at the bottom showing every single note that has ever linked to it. This is the foundation of a second brain. Furthermore, Capacities uses this network of links to generate a visual graph. You can see a stunning map of how your ideas connect, helping you discover relationships you never knew existed. Notion has no native graph view. For true networked thought, Capacities is the clear winner in 2025. Our third comparison: databases versus collections. Notion's databases are legendary. They are, without a doubt, more powerful and more customizable than anything in Capacities. With advanced formulas, roll-ups, and relations, you can create incredibly complex project management dashboards, inventory systems, and more. If you need to manage complex data and perform calculations, Notion is in a league of its own. Capacities uses what it calls collections. A collection is simply a view of all objects of a certain type. For example, your books collection shows all your book objects. You can sort, filter, and view them in different ways, like as a list or gallery. It's clean, simple, and fast, but it lacks the raw computational power of a Notion database. So for data management and complex projects, the point goes to Notion. Next, let's talk about team collaboration. This is a straightforward comparison. Notion was built from the ground up for teams. It has real-time collaboration, commenting, user permissions, and features designed for building company wikis and managing shared projects. It is a mature, robust, collaborative workspace.
Capacities by Design is a tool for individual thought and personal knowledge management. While you can share and publish your content, it lacks the real-time collaborative infrastructure of Notion. In 2025, if your primary need is to work with a team on shared documents and projects, Notion is the only choice between the two. Finally, the learning curve and user experience. With Notion's infinite flexibility comes a steep learning curve. New users often experience blank page paralysis. It can take weeks or even months of watching tutorials to build a system that truly works for you. The experience is what you make it. Capacities is much easier to get started with. Because the structure is predefined, you can just start adding your notes, your books, your meetings from day one. There's less to learn and less to build, so you can focus on your content. The user experience is more guided and, for many, less overwhelming. So, the big question: which one is better in 2025? The answer is, they are both the best, but for two completely different types of people. It's not about features anymore, it's about your goal. You should choose Notion if you are part of a team or run a business, if you need powerful project management with complex databases, if you love tinkering and customizing and want to build a completely unique system from scratch. Notion is for the architect, the system builder, and the collaborative team. You should choose Capacities if you are an individual, like a student, a writer, a researcher, or a lifelong learner. If you value connecting ideas over managing tasks. If you want a tool that gets out of your way and lets you focus on thinking and writing without spending weeks on setup. Capacities is for the thinker, the creator, and the knowledge worker. In conclusion, the rise of Capacities doesn't mean the fall of Notion. It signals a split in the market. Notion is consolidating its lead as the ultimate all-in-one productivity and collaboration workspace. Capacities is defining the future of the dedicated personal knowledge management and second brain tool. So before you choose, don't ask which one is better. Ask yourself, am I trying to build a workshop or am I trying to build a library for my mind? I hope this detailed comparison was helpful. If it was, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the tools that shape our thinking. Thanks for watching.